Initially on the 25th of September 2019, but before that there were a number of processes to do with ideation. First of all, we identified a need in the market here in Mbarara. We did some research and we found most of the clients who are actually experiencing hotel services, they were not happy with the experience, 60% of them. And we felt that was a gap in the market that we could explore. The next aspect was to do with where do we have this established. We had different locations at play, but we were able to go through a rigorous conversation, and then we zeroed on this because we wanted to sell a quieter, secluded environment where people can easily access and also have the best when they come around. For some players who are within the city center, the complaints are always around people who are transiting through noise. You have bars and you have nightclubs, which make the whole experience of somebody resting totally impossible. So we zeroed on this part of the bypass. You can see the neighborhood is a very quiet one, and we felt that could be a very unique selling proposition because it's not something you can easily copy and you replicate, put anywhere. So we zeroed on the location. Then lastly, we asked ourselves, what is it that we want to be known for the moment we get to operate? We wanted to have the most friendly customer experience when somebody walks in here, the best meals, but also the most neat environment when you come in here. When you get into that room, it should be as fresh as possible to give you the idea of how you can relax during your entire stay. First of all, here what we do, we came up with a system of customer feedback. Last year, in 2020, we have a mechanism that tracks these complaints or even feedback. And our target was to make sure that we have a 70% rating across customer service, across our food, across the cleanliness, those three aspects. And our target for 2020 was to make sure that we achieve 80%. That one we were able to achieve it, and this year we want to achieve 90% across those different aspects. And the whole idea is to do that, to do with listening to these clients. When they give us feedback, we are always quick to act on that feedback, so that when somebody comes next time, they feel their views matter. When they come and they find the same issue coming up all the time, that could be, you are just one reason away from them not returning. One of the things that sets this place apart from other places, it is the way how the guest experience is run here. From the time you arrive, from your stay up to when you leave, you feel like it is a place away from home. We came up with what we call a referral program for our clients, and this is something that is aimed at appreciating those people who stay here, and they are able to recommend to their friends and relatives and business associates to stay in this place. So we keep in touch, and we have a referral program that gives them some points at the end of the day that you keep winning for every person you refer here. So we have had people reach a point where you come and you stay without paying any money, because of the different people we have been able to refer to stay at this hotel. When it is a birthday, we reach out to our clients, we wish them a happy birthday, and at some point we even ask them, what is it that you prefer from our menu? You could have stayed here several times, but maybe your finances could not allow you to maybe pay for that good meal. But now you have an opportunity to select an item from the menu. And also thirdly, being able to put in the initiative to make sure that at the end of the day, you listen to them and give them the best service that is possible every time they walk into the doors of this brand. When you look at hospitality, for many people who have stayed in different hotels in this region, there are mainly three aspects that people value. One, people they want to have friendly customer service. Secondly, they want to have good meals. And thirdly, which is very particular when it comes to this industry, is the cleanliness. When somebody gets into that room, they want to feel the freshness. They want to see those white bed sheets without anything like a taint on them. They want to get into that bathroom and they see it clean, spotless. Those are some of the things that people value so much. So when you are not intentional to make sure these things are really done to the best consistently, then at the end of the day, you're likely going to lose out. Even if you find that there is any slight spot on that bed sheet, the practice here or the rules of the game are that please don't use it for that particular day. Get out something that at the end of the day is going to be able to meet the client needs and preferences. The hotel business in Uganda requires, for me, I think, about three aspects of things that you need to be able to make it. One, you need, as an investor, you need to have identified a need that you want to really tap into in the market. Because for most people, it's about they invest out of emotions. Somebody else started a hotel and is making money, therefore I think I can also be able to get into the same and I make the money. So you must have some credible data that is informing your decision. First of all, you need something that you want to address in the market. Secondly, you need to have a location. What location do you aspire to set up this establishment? And then thirdly, it is now the financing and the entire plan of how you're going to roll out the idea from construction up to when now you have the entire product set up in the market, the staffing, and how you're going to do the marketing to attract those people that you want to sell to. The whole idea is that the perception that most people have is that for you to make it in business, everyone is targeting Kampala, because that's the perception that has been sold over the years. You have about 65% of the entire money circulating in the economy tied up in Kampala alone. So what for me I think the government needs to do is you come up with those policy initiatives that are going to make other regions attractive. For example, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of financing, but also people having that confidence that I can be able to have the human resource that can be able to run these ventures. You see, when COVID hit, one of the sectors that were hit was the hotel industry. So when the economy started opening up gradually, the whole idea that we looked at was how can we maybe now adjust the pricing and we make it attractive for people to now feel like they can come back. But also the other aspect that we did was we were able to now, because we keep track of our clients, we're able now to also reach out to them, send them messages that can give them hope and keep them appreciated that this will get to a point where it will end. Therefore, you keep in touch with your people. The future plans of expansion are to do with, we want to set up a more luxury lodge in windy, impenetrable national park, because we feel that's an area that attracts luxury travelers who come in to track the gorillas, but the facilities in there are not sufficient enough given the numbers that we project in the next 5-10 years.